Hello everyone, welcome to day 87 of my road to $100,000 a month in e-commerce. Today, I always thought that knowing that I had this recovery period coming up, always was excited for it and thought, yep, this is, like a 2-3 week period of me knuckling down and only having time to give to e-commerce and give to this whole journey, and really throwing myself at e-commerce and my career. But what I failed to preempt that I'm now realizing is that it's arguably harder than the days that I've had off where I've been energetic. I've had my whole day. I can look forward to other things throughout the day, that would still be in my routine, like working out or going for walks, or, it might be socializing at the end of the week. And I think, I don't have that energy. And I haven't anticipated that. And so I'm spending my days wanting to take naps, feeling drowsy from pain medication, feeling just in pain in general, not comfortable. Some of the only comfort I can find is on the couch or in bed. And then I can only really counter that with medication that's going to make me feel tired and drowsy. But I still got to work. And I'm struggling to do that. And I'm currently in a position where I don't have much money. I don't have a whole lot of money or financial backing for this thing. If I'm chasing an opportunity and I get heaps of refunds, I can't fulfill that. I might be able to, and I'll do so with a credit card, but I can't afford a lot of risk with money, which is okay, because it's just more pressure. And it's not a circumstance that I should, I shouldn't save up more money or try and find more money and then act. It's like you act and you should just be able to move around your situation, because the situation, the pressure of the situation, the uncomfortability of it, it'll help you grow and help you upgrade and get through that tough time. And so it's just been a cycle of, I don't have enough energy, I don't have enough time, what else can I do? Could I do affiliate marketing? I'll learn heaps from marketing and I'll have a proven product, but then that's not what I'm solely trying to focus on, so I have to launch more products. And you kind of just go back and forth between, I wish there was something better about my situation. Oh wait, there's not. And the core thing I need to learn is still the thing I need to do and not avoid. Like launching products, launching brands, launching ads, launching ad tests, learning from the market, like that kind of stuff. Learning how to scale a product, a brand. And then with that realization where you sort of cancel out all your other options and realize that, no, this is the best option because it's the only option I have. It's the only circumstance that I have is my own, and I can either choose to be a victim of that and say, oh, poor me, or I can change my actions and do something about it and still achieve success. And it's taking time. And there's a lot of times today that I could have done work and I just didn't. it's making me realize that, like, that's all I have. And I'm not going to achieve anything if I, really, with any waking hour that I have, if I'm not on my desk, trying to make this thing work. I don't deserve it, and I won't get there, and it will take me fucking forever, because I'm not making any progress, and I'm making excuses that the average person does. Like, I need to be better, and there's times that I wish I had tougher circumstances. I wish I had more emotional attachment to this thing working out and me becoming successful and doing well. Like, I think of Iman Ghazi's situation, I think of Luke Alexander's situation, both not relevant to ecom, but, you know, they have achieved their own success under harsh circumstances, and they've had to become different people. And I suppose that's that base realization of, like, you still need to become a different person. That's true to me and my circumstance. But I also have quite comfortable circumstances. I don't really have anyone pushing me. I don't have anyone who's actively pushing me to do what's necessary to have this success, to get things done quicker, to work more. I don't have any of that. It doesn't occur with my friends. It doesn't occur with my family. And that's okay, because they're who they are, and I'm so unbelievably thankful for, you know, the love and support that I get in other ways. But in terms of a goal that I have, I don't have mentors around me that help me push myself to that goal. And so I have to do it. I have to be the person who does it. I have to pull myself up. I have to check in on myself. I have to be harsh on myself and say, you didn't do anything today. Why not? It was easy. Even if it's not easy, you have to do it. Otherwise, you're getting nowhere. You know, I've got to have that personality where, not even this personality, I have to be the type of person that pulls myself up and holds myself accountable. Because no one else will do it. My coaches won't do it. Mark Builds Brands isn't going to do it. People in e-commerce communities aren't going to do it. So I have to do it. And I had a mentor once in entrepreneurship, and he helped me push myself. And at times, my family does as well. Certain mentors and figures in my family do. But it's not constant, and it's not enough for me to do better in the short term. Yeah. And so I have to be the one. Because that's what it takes. That's what it's going to take. It's just, and I don't have, as I said in the start, don't have enough money, or enough. I don't have much. So I can't use my money. I can use my time. Because everyone can use time. But you can only use the time you have. And right now, I have a fuck ton of it. I just don't have a lot of energy, but I can use my time. I can use that to just power through discomfort, pain, tiredness, and get some shit done. And like, make the most of December. Like, in terms of e-commerce opportunity and market opportunities, I'm going to have the most in this December, in this buying period where people are spending for presents, for even just getting into that rhythm of spending, they're spending for themselves as much as they spend for others. They're not doing that in January anywhere near as much. And so I have to make the most of this. Like, this is the time. So, yeah, that's where we're at. That is where we're at. I think a lot of people get this naturally, especially when they're joining a program like BBA. They have that fire, that desire, that work ethic already, and I haven't had that. I have ambition, and I don't believe I have much else. And I've got a fairly switched on brain. But you need to be hardworking. Like, I think about Hormozy, Alex Hormozy, he worked so incredibly fucking hard. So he's working incredibly much harder than I have. He's given up more than I have. And he's smarter than I have. And it still took him 10 years to do something of any real significance, business-wise and entrepreneurial-wise. Can I look at the mirror? Can I look right deep into my eyes, deep into my soul, and accept that as a possible reality? I don't know. I don't know if I have the balls to answer that and to accept that truth. But anyway, bit of reflection for today, I suppose. Another one. Otherwise, trying to build out some ads, figure out the best way to go about testing for the product that I believe is the best out of my list. Still yet to have that proven or like backed by coaches. So that's where we're at. I'm also learning that for this time around, I need to really jot down what I'm testing with intent and select what parts of it are working. Like, what's the hook rate, hold rate, what's giving me low CPMs, high click-through rates, all that stuff, and then use that to develop further ads along the way. Also, another note that I'm just remembering is with this work ethic that I have at the moment, even if I get winners, I'm not at the stage currently where I can work every waking hour and scale a winning product, because that's what it's going to have to happen. And so if I can't facilitate that kind of scale, how do I expect to get there in the first place? But also, like, I can't even expect to scale a product if I don't have that work ethic there in the first place, you know? I'm failing before I'm starting. Or I'm failing by starting, you know? So, anyway. 87? I think I said. That's that. On to tomorrow. Adios.